There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Please don't tell me Mia did it.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
Ew.
You need a chicken there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
Please don't
No,
tell me.
I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements, in B, reagents, and in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Bottle of poison just showed up. I'm sure you know where he's got. It was on the same shelf as all the supplements at Potty.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the poison in a bottle to his lips and
Master!
we were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stare and watch. But as if the most unnatural thing happened in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out the bits of contents with one finger. She touched it to her finger to her tongue.
This is... it's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder. The poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely the poison had been in. Could it be? This case is really weird, and I still have no idea who did it. Okay, protein drink. A protein. Oh shit, that's not right. I need an eye.
Now I understand.
Huh.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
Please don't tell me it's Aioi.
I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The evidence that shows the switch then has to be must have been we found on the shelf.
Shoot!
It must be the footprints?
I got it!
Yes, okay.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Oh no. No!
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
No!
Ogre's killer was...
No!
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected.
That doesn't make any
The
sense.
footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
Why?
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. that explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto, are those yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility. Just Hina. Plus,
Why?
Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Well, why? They were best friends.
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
No, but
Hina
motive.
used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
There's
I
still-
have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Something's not right. What is the motive?
Is it true? Did you really kill
No,
Sakura?
I don't believe this is...
And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it.
Something's not right. No. There's still no motive.
Hold it.
No.
I'm not convinced.
Me either.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are
There's
you?
no motive.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent.
Maybe Byakuya
defeating them.
did it.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
No, because she had the footprints on it. No.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
No, she had it on her boot, so she was up there.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
There's a piece of
Don't
evidence.
misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism,
Because of evidence.
but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
She didn't do it.
No, it doesn't.
She did kill
But
herself.
the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
She killed herself.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Yes.
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
The bookmark!
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
Nope.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Nope. She didn't do it.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the
You're
culprit.
wrong, dumbass. Soulbane.
There's nobody
Kovo, I need
else
help.
to
What do you need help with,
suspect.
bud?
Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. start